Hello my gorgeous loves out there and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to get into 3 new indie palettes that have recently released. I figured I'd put them all in one video together, but I have the new Beaute Cosmetics Longing palette. I also have the new Peach Perfect palette from Gourmand Girls, and then I have the new High Temp palette from Unearthly Cosmetics and the new High Temp glowing bronzer. So I will also use this in the video today. I will do swatches. I will create a look with each of the palettes and give you all of my thoughts on these palettes. But before we get into this video, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Bri and I'm just a crazy lover of all things beauty, and I like to post a lot of fun, colorful makeup content. I like to do a lot on indie makeup, so if that is what you're into, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. But with that being said, let's get into this video. Let's start off with the Unearthly Cosmetics High Temp palette. This one is currently still in stock on their website. It goes for $42. I love this packaging on here, but Unearthly Cosmetics always has really nice designs on their palette. Sleek cardboard, and then inside there is a mirror, and then look at these fun like sunset kind of tones. Isn't that pretty? There's like a neon-y yellow right here. There's like some purple shades, there's red, orange, and in the palette there is 4 metallics and the rest are mattes, which I figured is the reason why it's not as expensive as some of Unearthly's other palettes, since like special shifty shades like metallics and shimmers tend to make a palette more expensive, so it is leaning a little bit more matte heavy. Now I did try to look through my collection to see if I had anything similar, and there was nothing quite close to this. The only one that I didn't think of that I don't own was the Coral, I think it's the Coral Nightlife palette from Give Me Glow. It had like a bunch of their like singles and like a custom palette. I don't think they sell that anymore, but the color story to me felt very similar. Like I thought of that palette as soon as I looked at this one. And then let's get into the glowing bronzer in the High Temp collection. Now these go for $16 each. They're in stock and they have different shades. I picked up medium, but they have, I think, fair, light, and deep as well. But it has the same cardboard packaging on the outside, and then here's the inside. It's like marbled on the pan. I love that, and it's supposed to be glowy, and I love a good glowy bronzer during the summertime, and I think this is gonna work for me. And then we'll get into the Longing palette, which is from Blend Bunny. I am also just so crazy for Blend Bunny. I seem to pick up everything that they release. Now this one goes for $42 and it's currently sold out, but I'm sure they will restock it. They did not market this as a limited edition product from what I remember, but here's the outer packaging. So beautiful. It's kind of like a lavender muted lilac, and sleek cardboard packaging. There's some like little glitter details on here, and then inside there is a big mirror, and then here are the shades. It's so many cool tones. I am in love. And this is a very matte heavy palette as well. I think 18 of them are mattes, 6 of them are metallics. So if you're a matte lover, you'll love this. But Blend Bunny tends to lean matte heavy on all of their palettes, which I don't mind. You have a lot of options to work with. Now the one palette that came to mind that this is very similar to, or at least I think kind of has the same vibe, is the Amy Loves palette, which just came out with Adept Cosmetics. They collab with Amy Loves Makeup. I just wanted you guys to see. But is the tones not very similar? Of course, this has more options in here, and Adept and Blend Bunny do have different formulas. Now let's get into the Gourmand Girls Peach Perfect palette. Is this not giving summer right here with the packaging? It's so adorable, and this is still in stock on their website, and I believe it goes for $55.99. And I think Doodles by the Bunny did the design on this. But here's the palette up close. Nice, sleek, glossy cardboard packaging. Here's the back of it. And then inside there's a big old mirror, so cute with like the little designs around it. And then here are the shades, greens and peachy tones. And this one is also quite matte heavy. There are, I think, 10 mattes and 5 metallics. So 15 shades altogether. But you know what? I'm so here for having extra mattes, even though I am a shimmer girly. Now, when I look at this, there was one palette I could think of that it reminds me of, and it's the Natasha Nona palette. Is it the Retro palette? Retro Glam? I can't remember the exact name of it. I'll pop it up here. But this does not kind of look similar. I think that one has more pink tones with the greens, but I thought of that one. And then I also thought of the Lethal Cosmetics Mellow Grove palette, which has the mix of greens, but like more pinky tones though. This is definitely peach heavy and more warm, and this one is a little bit more cool. So that was the info, the swatches, the comparisons. I am going to do a look with each, and then I will give you my thoughts on each of the palettes at the end. We're going to start off with the High Temp palette and bronzer. I'm going to put this on first because I don't have any bronzer on, and I'm going to use my favorite little brush. I think this is from Luxie, but I'm going to go right in there, and I'm going to put some on my hand just to be careful because I don't want to use too much. I recently watched somebody talk about how you're supposed to put your bronzer like up here, like where the sun would actually hit your cheeks. But here's the bronzer. It does lean very cool tones. Well, not very, it's not like gray, but it's on the cooler side. There is like a little sparkles, I feel, coming off of this, like little goldy sparkles. But then the actual like formula of the bronzer is more of like a satiny product than like a metallic kind of product. It has this like a satin sheen, but then there's like little fine sparkles. Can you see it? In the formula, like little gold flecks. Okay, you see it, right? Like, I just want you guys to see it up close. I'm not tripping, right? Yeah, there's definitely little sparkles in it. So if you don't like that in a bronzer, like a glowy bronzer, this might not be your jam, but I could care less. Now let's get into the palette. I did find my eyes already. I used the Glamlight Icing Eyeshadow Base in Buttercream, but I did use a little bit of the Juvia's Place Eye Primer in shade 1 in like the inner portion because I know I'm going to use that like light neon shade in the palette. So let's get into Heat It. Dust off the excess, and I'm going to just put that like on the outer corner to like the mid part, like halfway through. Do you feel like maybe this has like a little bit of pink to it? I might be wrong, but I do feel like there's like more pink, but it's fine. And I'm gonna kind of brush it out this way. Then I'm gonna go into Fiery, the orange, and I'm gonna put that in the inner portion and just really fluff that in there. Ooh, look at that Cheeto orange. It is a true Cheeto color, and it's super pigmented. Now we need to get into the summery shade, which is a beautiful yellow. And I dust off the excess, use this knob brush, and I'm just gonna go over the edge of both shades. I'm not being precise, and I'm really fluffing that all over and really bringing in a lot of that yellow. Now we need to get some purple into the mix. I'm gonna take this flat brush right here. This is from Farrah, and I'm gonna go into Feverish, which is kind of a muted purple, but I want some more purple, or I need some purple in this look. I feel like purple just has to be included. And now I'm gonna use the same brush and go into Scold. The deep cool tone brown that is in here, and I'm just gonna pack that on the outer corner. Bring it in a little bit. I'm not really being precise with this look. I'm just kind of being a little messy with it. So now let's get into the shimmers. I'm just gonna use my good old finger and start off with Blazing. Who doesn't love a metallic red? And just start meshing that on like in the midway point here. Oh, that is pretty. I just love a nice smooth satiny red. And now I'm going to get into Muggy. This is like a purpley taupey brown, like plummy to a taupe kind of shift, but this one has a lot of sparkle to it. It's way more sparkly than the red. I want to get into more shimmers. So I'm going to take a little bit of glowing, I think, on the lower lash line. This one seems to have like orange pink shifts to it and maybe gold. And I'm going to use it down here in the front. You know what I like to do down there. And I figured it would mesh because there's orange right in this front part. We're going to take a little bit of Toasty now. I'm going to clean off this brush. And I'm just going to really pick it up. It's a nice goldy moment. Put a little bit of that here. So why not? Now let's get into the part I was most excited for. And that is going in with Bright in the inner portion. I just have to. Because it's so pretty. Let's dust off some of the excess. And I'm just going to pack it right there. This is where I put that very light primer from Juvia's Place. And I'm just gonna go ham with that shade and just really pack it there. And bring it into the crease. I think I am ready to go do some liner, lashes, or maybe just mascara. Figure out something for my lips. I just have a lip oil on right now. Figure out something for the waterline, and I'll be right back to show you guys the completed look. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but this look is like so fabulous, okay? I feel like a tropical beverage, like a Mai Tai, a little drink with an umbrella and a pineapple. I need to be on the beach. I need to be on vacay. That's what this look is giving. I feel like a whole mood right now. I'm being a little extra, I know. But this look is doing that to me. And like the combo with the bright yellow inner portion, the reds, the purples, the orange, the yellow. And then now that I have my lippy, my mascara on, and liner, I'm just really loving this. So what I did off camera to complete everything is I went in with the Lethal liner from the Avatar collection. This is from the Zuko Liner Dual. It is a deep burgundy. I thought that would go well with the colors that I have on the lids more than like going in with a black liner. And then for my waterline, I have the Sephora liner in matte lime green. It's poppy, it's bright, it goes well with the inner corner. And then for my mascara combo, I use the Milani Highly Rated Mascara and the Omni Lash Perfecting Mascara. This gives volume, this gives length. They're both really a wet formula, so be careful if you mix these together. And then for my lips, I have this beautiful lippy from Unearthly Cosmetics. This is the one in Samantha. It's in their satin liquid lipstick formula. I almost struggled saying that. And I'm pretty sure they still have this on their website. But it's like a deep kind of fuchsia pinky red. And it matches so well with the look, with the top, with the earrings. Like everything is just flowing very well. And I just felt like I wanted a bold lippy. Even though this is a bold look, it needed a bold lippy. So I'll just lean in one more time so you can see everything all put together. And yeah, so that was everything with the High Temp palette and the High Temp bronzer, which I think is really pretty and glowy. And we can now get into the next look. Of course, you know, I'm doing the Peach Perfect with my earrings. By the way, I have the icing eyeshadow base and buttercream from Glamlight on my lids, and I did not set it. So I just want to get right into it. Maybe we should just do a base. I never do this, but I'm going to start off with Peach Perfect. It is a very light peach color with this big fluffy brush. Dust off the excess, and I'm going to use that through the crease. Just lay down like a little foundation. I don't think it will show up that much. Yeah, it just comes up as like a really kind of peachy beige. So now let's go into the Peach Boys. The names in this palette are freaking adorable. So I'm just going to also bring that to the crease. It's like we're going to just slowly build up this peachy moment here. Now I decided to go into like just a smaller blending brush. This is from Rephr. The first one I was using was from BRIANACHANG Cosmetics Studio Pro. I don't know if that exists anymore. But we're going to get to Peach and Quiet, get into Peach and Quiet. Oh, that name. These names. These puns, oh my god, I love it. And I'm just gonna put that through. And then let's go into the next shade called I'm Peachless. I'm done here. About to have a heart attack from this cuteness overload. And then I'm gonna put that on the outer corner. Let me start off with Wanna Peach of Me. I'm dying over here. And I'm gonna use this little brush right here from Vintage Cosmetics and start on the outer corner. I don't think I'm gonna go completely matte down here. I just want like kind of like a, maybe more of like a base. I'm going to clean off this little brush, and now we're going to get into the fuzz ball. I cannot wait. And it seems very creamy. Look how well it picks up on a brush. Look at that. That is beautiful. Now, I might have some shimmer fallout from doing this, but I don't care. I'm going to spray it too because that will help a little bit with the fallout. And I'm just going to put it on our lash line here. And now we're going to get into the lid. I am going to put a little bit of Your Peach, this one, on the outer part here. I'm going to spray it too. I might end up just going in with my finger though. So right there. This has some like pink to it. It's very flaky, but stunning nonetheless. And now we're gonna go into Papa Don't Peach. This one is also, I believe, a holochrome. Look at that. I'm gonna use my finger for this one because I just wanna spread it on the front. Oh gosh. Holochromes just never look as good on camera as they do in person. Like, that is stunning, especially like when it gets captured like in the sunlight, when you're outside. I want to put a little bit on my cheeks. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put some on my cheeks. I don't care. I don't care if I have massive shimmer on my face. I'm gonna live my best holochrome cheeky life. Oh my god. Look at that. I had to. I just had to. Okay, now let's get into another shadow. I'm getting distracted over here. I can't help it when there's beautiful shadows. I just get crazy. So now let's use Peachy Keen right here. This one's more of a smooth satiny one that has like a pinkness to it. But it's gonna be perfect for this front inner portion here. Let me see if it picks up the brush. Yeah, it's definitely very satiny. You could probably almost use this shade too, like a blending shade. But I love using these kind of formulas in the inner corner because they're smooth and they just glide right on. They add a little bit of brightness, no texture with them. Now I'm going to pop a little bit of the Georgia Peach shade at the bottom part, right in the front there, right here where I left that space. And just glide that on. I did wet my brush. Oh, yes. So vibrant and metallic. And there we go for the look. So I am going to go do the rest of it off camera. I might add some like little liner details out here. Create like a little wing moment. Yeah, I'll see what I can come up with and I will be right back. All right, loves, I am back and here is the completed look. I think it came out so pretty. I did like a little fox eye and a liner detail, little wing shape here. I just love it. Like it really pops because it's like really soft on the lid, but it looks so pretty. I am living that peach perfect life right now. So to create this little liner detail, I used the Lethal Cosmetics and Avatar Collection liner from the Zuko Dual burgundy color. I figured it'd be better than using like a black liner, less harsh to go with the peachy moment. And then for like my waterline, I used the Shockwave liner from LA Girl, the metallic one in Dragon, and I pulled it a little bit in front with that fox eye. And I love that. Makes the green pop even more on the lower lash line. And then for mascara, I used the same combo, Milani and the Blend Bunny one. And then for my lips, I wanted a peachy lip to go with everything. So I have this Full Force lipstick or plumping lipstick from Buxom. This is the shade Icon, a beautiful peachy color, perfect with this eye look, with my top, with my earrings. And is that it for the look? Yeah, that's all I did off camera. And so I'm just ready to go and have brunch and wear this look and rock it, but everything performed so beautiful. Love it. Like, I am obsessed with this palette. Is it a new fave from Gourmand Girls? It might be. The peachy lip, the holochrome. Sorry, I keep staring at myself in the camera because I feel like a little hottie, a little juicy plump peach. Anyways, well, I'm gonna go to brunch now because I'm running behind, and I will now take you guys to the next look. All right, it's time to get into the final look with the Longing palette. And I am going to start off with the shade called Whoa. This one right here, the teal, really appeals to me. So I'm just going to throw that through the crease. I did prime my eyes already, but this time I used the Juvia's Place one in shade 1. The eye prime, because the other one, the Glamlight one, I packed in my suitcase as I'm actually leaving on a flight today. Now I'm going to take some of Heartbreak, this shade right here, and I'm going to just dab that over the edge here. This is where things are going to get interesting. I'm going to try this look I saw. So I'm just going to go into Heartbreak with this like angled brush. And I'm going to create a black little arch. This might be like the weirdest thing I've ever done. And then I'm going to also take Heartbreak and use that to line my eyes. I feel like I got some fallout from that shade. But I'm just going to use this to create a wing. And I'm thinking I need to take If Only, but I'm going to put that on the lower lash line as well. And I'm going to take that underneath that black shade. Like really going to pack it on there. Now I'm going to dab If Only in the center of my lid, and then I'm going to top something on top of that. Right here, kind of almost doing like a halo effect. But I am going to make it lighter in a bit. And then I'm going to take the Remember shade. And it's like really sparkly, so I'm going to tap that on top of it. You just kind of tap some of the extra sparkle. And I'm also going to take, and I think I'm going to see how Dear Diary would look in the inner corner. It's like a light gray. I'm gonna put that right there. Put it here too. And that looks really good in the inner corner actually. And last but not least, let's take all that's left, this white iridescent, put it on the brow bone. Because why not? So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I know it looks absolutely weird. I feel like it looks weird, but I'm gonna go fix things off camera, make it work. You'll see. I think this is a cool concept, and I will be right back. All right, y'all, I'm back, and here's the completed look. Actually, now that I have like my hair down, some mascara on, a lippy, I think it came together. I just kind of cleaned up the line of black and stuff a little bit, added more shadow, blended a little bit more. And I think this is so pretty. I would totally wear this for like a night out with the girls, or like on a date night if I want to be like extra sultry and pretty. I've not want to like do a black arch, but I think it worked out. And then with like the teal shades, shimmer down here. So I didn't have to do that much off camera. I just went in with the Glamlight Chucky liner, like wood pencil, and just put it in the waterline. I tight lined with it, just a black liner. And then for my lips, I went in with the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip in Lily, but then it wasn't exactly the color I wanted, so I went over with the e.l.f. I think this is their O-Face, is it? Satin Lippy in Drive, which is more of like a kind of like a brownie shade. I thought that was a better color. And then for mascara, I did a different combo than I usually do. I have this one on, and sorry, I have to reach for it. The ABH Lash Sculpt in the Telescopic Mascara from L'Oreal to give lash volume, length. I could have also totally rocked this look with some falsies. I think that would have looked really good. And I think, yeah, that's all I did off camera for this look. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, and we're going to wrap up this video so I can give you my final thoughts on all of the palettes. We'll start off with the Unearthly Cosmetics High Temp palette and bronzer. I actually really like this. It's a satiny bronzer. It does have a little like sparkle flecks in it, so if that's not your jam, I would say maybe this might not be for you, but if you don't mind that, I think it's really pretty. As for the High Temp palette, I think it's beautiful. I love these colors. I love that the look I was able to create, which is so vibrant, so sunset, so summery. This fun, bright pop right here is so pretty. And then all these beautiful mattes. Now, know that all the metallics in here aren't like light metallics that you can really use as inner corners, but they're really smooth and creamy and metallic on the lids, and they look stunning. I love the shades. Maybe if there was like one lighter shimmer, I would have really loved that, like an iridescent one just thrown in. But you know, you can't have everything, and I have tons of palettes in my collection, so I could easily pull that from another palette. The quality was really nice. And then the Peach Perfect palette from Gourmand Girls, so beautiful. I love the look that I was able to create with this. I think this is like the most summariest palette I've ever seen. I think the quality is excellent. I feel like it's even a notch up better, and I already think Gourmand Girl has an amazing formula. I feel like it's comparable to their Vita palette with Steph's Beauty Stash. Like, it's so good, so pigmented. The metallics in here, next level sparkle. We have some hollow chromes in here that are just so extra dimensional and have all these like multi-colored little shimmers in them, like fuzzball. So beautiful. Feel like a darker base, but it has so many sparkles. It's like the galaxy in a shadow. And Papa Don't Peach, oh, it like goes from gold to like a peachy color, and it has all these sparkles in it. And then all the other metallics are really pretty. Then you have this nice satiny one to brighten the inner corner, and I love like the mattes and everything in here. It just a really beautiful palette. And then the Blend Bunny Cosmetics palette. It's the usual great formula from Blend Bunny. I love this brand. They're so consistent. I do feel like the metallics are really extra special in this one as well. I do feel like that's where they've really improved a lot, is their metallics. They already did really good mattes, but their metallics have just gotten better and better, and they're just sparkly, shifty, smooth. I love this color story. I love cool tones. So if this is what you're into, I think you would really love this if you're needing a good cool tone palette. So I think all of them are excellent. It's just going to go based on, are these your kind of color stories? Do you gravitate towards them? Would you actually use them? Because the formula is good and all of them are actually excellent. I can't say anything bad about any of these palettes. These are all winners. So I'm very excited about that. But you guys will now have to let me know, what are your thoughts in the comments below? Would you purchase? Would you pass? Did you pick up any of these? What are your thoughts? I would love to hear from all of y'all. And if you're new here and you enjoy this video, you like a lot of fun, colorful makeup content, you like a lot on indie makeup and all that good stuff, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. Also, don't forget to check out the description below. I will have all the palettes linked. I'll have other videos of mine you might be interested in, like my playlist for each of these brands if you want to see more from them. And I will have my face makeup and all that linked in case you're curious, and like the different products I used. And I will have my contact and my social media platforms. I'm also on Instagram as Breezy Lifestyle and Breezy_Beauty. So if you want to join my Instagram fam, I would really love that. But guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, for being here, supporting me. I just think you guys are all so amazing. But hope you guys are all doing well wherever you are in the world, and just sending you guys so much light and love. But until next time, bye guys.